Hi, this is Phil. Welcome to my channel. So where to start with this? I guess the best thing to think about this is in two terms. How is it as a watch and how the people will react to it? I don't really put too much faith into people predicting what Rolex will do. It's not that I'm usually wrong, but it's just better to be surprised. Well, this was a surprise among the 2022 releases. Personally, I think this is the boldest thing that Rolex did in recent years. Yes, they did the Jubilee bracelet on the Batman, but they already had Jubilee bracelets before. I can't think of any watch that Rolex did in the last 50 years that had a destro configuration. They did produce some left-handed watches in the 1950s, but they were very, very rare. There are people in the industry that were talking about what are the chances of Rolex releasing a left-handed watch, and they were dismissed by many people as just gibberish. With this release, they knew that the Rolex GMT fans of the brand now have something exciting to talk about. Besides just moving the crowd to the other side, Rolex introduced a few new things on this model. Rolex is still having the same features as before, such as polished case sides, bi-directional bezel, and the case lugs that are still there. But what you have now are the crown guards, date window, and the crown that are moved 180 degrees. Personally, I like the new change, and it will definitely turn heads across the room. Compared to the 2020's green bezel Submariner, this GMT looks to have a different color hue. Seems that the GMT has more of a forest green compared to the Submariner. The movement that powers this watch is the in-house 3285 movement, which was developed in 2018 and now is a standard GMT choice with 28,800 beats per hour, 70-hour power reserve, shark-resistant parachrom hairspring, and Paraflex shock absorbers. The move of the crown seems to have no impact on the chronometer standards, as Rolex still say that the movement is guaranteed to +2 -2 seconds per day. The Rolex bracelet will still be available even though it was retired temporarily when Rolex introduced the new Batman a few years ago. So it will be available on a dressier, more comfortable steel Jubilee bracelet. Priced at $11,000, this new Rolex will definitely be bringing new energy to the brand, where I think it needed a bit more energy and boldness. Whether or not you will actually be able to get this watch from Rolex is a different story. With the policy of limiting distribution in already developed countries, this will definitely limit the availability of this watch. Someone who is a lefty will be very glad to have this one. Some brands already have a few models that are catering specifically for left-handed people, with Panerai being most abundant. Rolex really do not need to attract new fans to their brand. It's pretty common to wait 6 or more months for the watch that you want, if not even more. So I'm not sure if this watch will be bringing new fans to the world of Rolex, or will just make the existing fans even more concerned about the stock availability. This new release does not really change my opinion about the brand. They're still mid-tier luxury watches brand that you're not going to be able to buy anyway. So thanks for watching.